friends, welcome to my channel and welcome to another speed build. So for today's video, we're doing something that I haven't done in quite a while, and that's an apartment renovation. So this is one of the Culpeper apartments in San Myshuno. It's 19 Culpeper House, and I think this might be my all-time favorite apartment in San Myshuno. I think it's so fun. It's just big enough to turn it into a little family apartment. It has a pretty spacious balcony. It gives you quite a lot of freedom to adjust the shape of the apartment too, because you can delete the wall that borders the balcony and like make some changes to the shape of the apartment that way if you wanted to. So I just feel like this is a really fun apartment, even though it is a needs TLC apartment, which means that there are some things here that tend to break down from time to time. There are some of those pipes that tend to break down. There are some mouse holes as well, which I did for the most part, at least in the living room. I think I covered it up. So that means that you can't really reach it if you want to like do something about the mice. So that might be a little bit annoying, but the pipes I think you can reach. There is a little vent kind of thing on the floor that sometimes there's like a weird like odor coming from it, which I think you can't reach that one either the way I decorated it, but it's okay. Like it's kind of fun that it's an older apartment and it's kind of charming, and I just really like this one. So I decided to decorate this one for a single mom with 2 children, which I thought was fun because usually when I do a single parent type of household with a couple of kids, I always do different age groups for the children. So I would do like either a toddler and a kid or like an infant and a teenager or whatever, but never 2 of the same. So for this one, I decided to go for 2 kids, which I thought was really fun. I'm not sure about their age difference. I think one is a little bit older than the other. I was thinking a boy and a girl, and I'm thinking that the boy is maybe a little bit older than the girl, but I don't know. They could be twins too. I feel like that would actually be kind of cute if they were twins. I think that would work really nicely for like a family dynamic, like a cute little storyline here in the city, in the Spice District too, which is perfect for families with children. And there's that really fun little basketball area downstairs outside, which is so fun. And then there's the flea market here, of course. I just really love the Spice District, and then specifically the Culpeper apartments I think are so fun to furnish. So yeah, I thought it was about time to sit down and do another apartment furnishing. It's just been so long since I've done that lately. I don't know why. I go through these phases where I'm all about doing apartments and like decorating and renovating apartments, but lately I just haven't really been doing that. Of course, we also had the fairy pack come out, and before that we had businesses and hobbies, and all the small businesses I think are so much fun to build. So apartments, I just kind of, you know, forgot about them for a little while there, but we're back, and I really like how this one came together. Specifically the floor plan I'm obsessed with. That is not my you know, my creation. I recently started rewatching a Let's Play that I love, that I actually watched a couple of years ago, and I started to rewatch it. It's the Lovesick Let's Play by Ocean Sims. I'm sure some of you know about this Let's Play. Ocean Sims is one of my all-time favorite Sims Let's Play creators. I just love her work so much, and she recently came out with a new Let's Play that features some of the characters from the Lovesick Let's Play and also some of the lore and stuff. So I decided to just like rewatch it because it's been years. It's been a couple years since I watched it, so I decided to rewatch it. And in that Let's Play, this apartment with this floor plan is used, and originally it's a apartment done by Simlissy, and Simlissy is one of my all-time favorite builders in The Sims. I just love her stuff so much. And I was so inspired by the floor plan for this apartment that was originally done by Simlissy that I decided to give it a go myself. I did make a couple of changes to the floor plan for this apartment. For example, I placed a wall here in between the entrance and kitchen and then the living room. In the original floor plan, I think that's one open space, which makes it feel a lot more spacious and gives you a lot more just like freedom as well to like furnish it a little bit better and make it feel a little bit more modern in that sense. But I thought it would be fun to actually close off the floor plan a little bit more and make it feel and look like somewhat of an older apartment that's, you know, been through it a little bit more and just maybe not the most modern in the sense of, you know, the way it was built and just the layout of it all. So I thought that was really fun, especially since I was thinking of a single mom, 2 children, you know, she really has to, she doesn't have the most money. It's what I'm trying to say. I just don't think that she's very, very wealthy. She does, I don't know what kind of job she would have. I'm kind of thinking maybe she's a writer, but also my brain always goes there. So maybe that's just, you know, one of my favorite careers in this game, and that's what I want all my Sims to be, as a writer. So I don't know what she would be. Maybe she would be working in the business career. Maybe she is a teacher. That's also an option. I feel like that could be really, really cute, but something like that. But she does have 2 kids to take care of, and she works in the city. And so, yeah, they're living here in this apartment, which is by no means small, I will say, but it is a needs TLC one. So that's why the rent for this one I think is a little bit lower. So that comes in handy, you know, but you can see that I was kind of hiding that mouse hole there behind the little ottoman that I placed by the window. So yeah, that one you can't really reach if you ever have mice running around in your apartment. You can't really reach it. So that's a little bit unfortunate, but you can just move the ottoman over, and then I think maybe just also the TV cabinet a little bit, and then you should be able to reach it and just like move the furniture back when you're done. I feel like that's pretty realistic, honestly, to do it that way too. But yeah, for this apartment, as you can see, I just really try to make it a family-friendly apartment where you can see that it's in some areas maybe a little bit messy. I really wanted to make it look very lived in and cozy, and also a little bit, you know, gameplay ready. I feel like the way I furnished this definitely leaves space for routing. It's not too cramped. It's cluttered because I wanted it, like I said, to be very lived in, and I just wanted to show that there's children living in this house and a mom that has a job and she works full time, and she just doesn't always have the time to clean up everything, you know, for everyone. So yeah, it's in that case, or in that sense, a little bit realistic and just cozy, like a cozy mess, I guess is what you could call it, is what I was trying to go for here. And then also for the color scheme, I tried to go off of neutral base colors. So the wallpaper and the floor is pretty neutral. I'm loving that orangey wood floor that I'm using in here. It gives me autumnal vibes. I will say it's giving me autumnal vibes. I'm basically ready for fall at this point. I just came back from vacation a couple of days ago, and you know, it's always like this for me whenever we go on vacation in August, and then when I come back from vacation, it's like, okay, can it please just be fall now because I'm ready? And that's essentially the case now here too. So yeah, I was doing this, I was decorating this apartment. I was like, you know what, it's fall now. And even though this apartment is not necessarily decorated for fall, I could just totally see this be like super cozy in autumn as well, and just have the Sims go through and decorate the place a little bit, maybe have the kids do some fall crafts and put those up around the apartment. I think that would be so cute and wholesome to do. But yeah, here off of the kitchen, we do have a closed off laundry space. In the original floor plan by Simlissi, I think there was a door off of the laundry room into the bathroom. I decided to just separate them. I don't know why, but I just wanted to make some minor changes to the floor plan to kind of make it my own, I guess, a little bit more. Even though maybe it would make sense to have a door from the laundry into the bathroom, I just decided to have them separate. And I was also imagining that maybe the laundry could be used for storage and whatnot, but since I wanted the laundry machines obviously to be reachable, I didn't place any like storage or anything and like clutter it up too much in there. But that's kind of where my brain went. If you wanted to place the decoration boxes from Seasons, they could go like in that laundry slash you know, just storage space kind of area right there. And then next to it, we have a nice and pretty spacious bathroom, actually, with a separate shower and tub. I don't always have the chance to do that because my bathrooms, for some reason, always end up being super small, and then I just place a shower tub combo and that's it. So for this one's kind of bigger. There is only one bathroom in this apartment, which is realistic, but for gameplay purposes can be challenging when you have 3 Sims living in the house. The toilet is not separate from the bathroom, so everything's in one space, and I guess that could sometimes be a little problematic, which I guess then again is a little bit realistic for an apartment like this. So that's kind of the story that I was trying to tell, and I feel like it comes across pretty nicely. So here we have the first bedroom that we're decorating, and this is the son's bedroom. I think if I were to guess, he's probably around 8 years old or something like that, and he is just very much into sports. He's into void critters. He has that transformer or like robot or whatever it is toy sitting on his nightstand. His room is very much blue, and you know, it just has some other colors mixed in there as well, but it is your typical kid's room, and I really like this one. I always love this wallpaper. It's from I think it's from Parenthood, and it's such a fun one. I just love the vibrant colors, and sometimes I just forget that it exists, and then I come across it and I'm like, yes, this is perfect. I just really like it. I did fix that, but I do notice that there is a wall in the kitchen that is that has the wrong wallpaper on it. Essentially, it's because I was trying to make the whole apartment into one room, so I would be able to upload it to the gallery as a room, and then you can download it and place it in your game. And sometimes when you do that, when you're in the process of removing walls and putting them back, the wallpaper sometimes messes up. So yeah, there's a little bit of the wrong wallpaper showing in the kitchen, but I guess it's okay. It's a very easy fix. I don't know if it's that way on the gallery, but I guess we're just gonna have to see when you place it in your game, but it's a really easy and little thing to fix. But then the other two bedrooms are actually on the other side of the apartment. So on one side we have a bedroom and then the laundry and the bathroom, and then on the other side here we have a small hallway with a door leading you onto the balcony. And then we have two more bedrooms here too. And then the first one that I'm doing is the mom's bedroom. This one I try to keep it in line, like color scheme wise, with the rest of the apartment. So it's kind of soft, it's kind of neutral. I really like that blue grayish wallpaper, and then combined with that powdery like beige or tan colored bed. I just think it's really pretty. And then I did continue the same green patterned wall curtains at first, but then I decided to just actually change the color to a beige color so it blends in a little bit more with the room. I did like the idea of the green curtains because it's just a little bit more of a mismatch, and in that sense a little bit realistic too, because you're not going to have everything match perfectly. But then I decided to go for that chair that is in that same pattern, so it was a little bit too much, so I decided to just change them out for the beige ones. And I think this is such a realistic bedroom. Like, it's not too big, it's not super small either, but it's not too big. And we just have the right amount of space here for a nice wardrobe, a mirror, some laundry. You know, we do have functional laundry in this apartment, so obviously I had to go and place some laundry baskets around the place as well. I don't know, I just love the aspect of laundry for an apartment like this. It just feels super realistic and just like something you would have in a place like this. And then the bedroom across from the mom's room is for the little girl. And now that I'm thinking about it and like looking at this bedroom, like, yes, these kids are probably twins. They're probably both 8 years old, which is, you know, how it works with twins usually, because it looks like an 8-year-old kid's bedroom, this one too. And this one's definitely more on the girly side of things, where it's very pink and it has some purple, and there's like unicorns and little hearts on the wallpaper. And yeah, it's a little bit more girly in that sense. And I think this one is so cute. I don't know if this room's bigger or slightly smaller than the other one. I think this one's a little bit smaller, but it's really fun. I love the bed in the corner, and then nestled in with that bookcase. It just looks super cozy, and I would have loved that as a kid, to have like a super nestled in bed with a bookcase at the end of it, where you can just grab your books and store your toys and whatnot that you want to have close by. I don't know, it just seems so cozy to me. And I obviously had to go for the new toy box from like the little acorn toy box from the fairy pack, because it's just so cute, and it just really matched the colors in this room as well. And I just feel like this room is super cozy and really cute. The colors are a little bit mismatched, but I did leave some space there too, by the way, for playing on the ground and stuff, which is what I like to do when it comes to kids' bedrooms. I don't want to clutter them up too much, because they like to sit on the ground and like sit on the floor and like play with their toys and whatnot. So I decided to leave some space for that too. And then here, last but not least, we have a really nice balcony, which it would be so nice to have a balcony like this. It's pretty spacious, and I decided to create a makeshift like corner couch here, which is by no means perfect. You can kind of see like the overlapping of the furniture pieces, but I think that's okay. I tried to cover it up a little bit with some throw pillows in there. It's by no means perfect, but you know, it works and it looks cute and it gets the point across, which is what I was going for. And then I also wanted to place a dining table here. I thought that was super cozy, and I really like that orange tablecloth, which again, you know, autumnal, I guess. I didn't do that on purpose, but now that I'm looking at it, it definitely feels autumnal. But then that's it for this apartment. So let's jump into the game and I'll show you the place in real time. So here we have the apartment in the game. I just love the Spice District so much. I think it's so much fun. Look how cute it is down here with a little basketball slash play area. And then the flea market. Whenever that happens, it's just so much fun to live here and do gameplay here. So yeah, here we have the apartment. You can get a little bit of a look at the floor plan here, but it's nothing too complicated. Essentially, when you first walk in, we have the kitchen. And I know that there's no windows in the kitchen, but I feel like, you know, I guess that's just kind of realistic, and sometimes that's just the case for apartments like this. We do have a archway into the living room where there are windows, obviously, as opposed to a door to like close it all the way off. So I did keep that in mind. But when you first walk in, we just have an entryway over here with some entryway clutter, a coat rack. This thing here breaks down sometimes too in the Needs TLC apartments, but that one is completely functional. And then over here, we just have some more storage. I also placed the temperature controls here. And then over here, we of course have the kitchen, and this one is cluttered. I did use the kitchen clutter kit for this one because I really wanted this to be very lived in. The way I placed this microwave, by the way, is not functional. I can just show you real quick how I did this. Essentially, I placed it on an island counter that I then sized down and sort of hid it in this counter right here. So I just thought that the placement for the microwave would make sense this way, but unfortunately it is not functional this way. But you can obviously just place it where it is functional and just have it like face into the kitchen or the other way around. That's nothing big, but that is something that you can change if you wanted to. But then we just have this really cute fridge with all the things like little stickers and notes and drawings and stuff to it. It's so cute. In the back here, we have the laundry room. I love a good laundry room. This one's by no means pretty, but it is very realistic. We have some storage here as well, some laundry baskets, and then these pipes that sometimes break in gameplay too. And then next to it, we have the bathroom. Very simple bathroom, but it does have a nice separate shower and tub, so I guess it's a little bigger than my bathrooms usually are. And then through this archway is the living room. I really like the layout for this. I think it's super cozy, and I love that the couch is facing the windows, so you can just chill here and also just look outside, you know, but also watch TV. There is a chair in the corner here too, and then some clutter on the coffee table. There are some bookcases here against the wall, and I love that these look more modern, and then this one in the corner is older looking. It's just a really fun mix of older and newer furniture, in my opinion. And then in the back here, we have a 4-seater dining table, and I really like these blue chairs. I just love that color blue. It's so pretty. Over here is a door into the boys' bedroom. I think this one's super fun. It has a bunch of toys and just clutter on the floor, room to play on the ground. We have a toy box, a Blarfy, some sports equipment. I was definitely thinking that this kid would be into sports, but also into void critters and all that. So, and then they have a wardrobe here and just a little shelf with some things, a small desk. Maybe this kid, now that I'm looking at this room, maybe the boy is a little bit older. Like maybe this kid is about 10 years old and then his little sister is like 8. I feel like that could be a thing, because through this archway here, when we look at the girls' room, I don't know, I guess this one feels a little younger. She also doesn't have a desk. She does have a creativity like art table, but no desk in here. So maybe she is a little younger. I don't know. Let me know what you think about that. But yeah, the girls' room is super cozy. It has all the little details, like a beautiful decal on the wall. I think she's very much into arts and crafts too. And she has these really cute pictures and like a toy box and room to play in here as well. The hallway itself is nothing fancy. It just has a coat rack by the back door and then some storage. And then over here is mom's room. The colors are really soft and calming in here, which is perfect for a bedroom. And then I love that the chair in this room matches the curtains in the rest of the house. I don't know, that is just a fun detail. Maybe she got all that stuff at the flea market or something, or maybe she got a discount. I don't know. We have some laundry here, some pictures, a wardrobe, and for the rest, it's very simple. And then out back, we have a balcony, which is super nice in the evening. As you can see, like the sunlight hitting it is just really, really pretty. What does it look like in the afternoon? In the afternoon, it's mostly in the shade, but then in the evening, oh, just look at that. It's so nice. So yeah, there is some seating here, actually a lot of seating here, a nice corner couch moment, and a dining table out here. And then I also put up some string lights because that's just what you would do when you have a balcony like this, I feel. But then that is actually it for this apartment. So this single mom's apartment is up on the gallery as a room, which is unfortunately still how it works with apartments. I'm really hoping for a better system to upload apartments at some point, but you know, we'll have to see. Anyway, I did fix the wallpaper issue in the kitchen before I uploaded this, so it should be all good to go. But it is built in a 19 Culpeper house, so that is where you can place this apartment. It's just a little bit of an annoying process when it comes to downloading apartments from the gallery, but it comes in at just under 58,000 simoleons, so it's not too bad. It is a pretty big apartment, so I feel like it's pretty good. And then it has 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, and again, you can place it down in 19 Culpeper house in San Myshuno. But that's gonna do it for today's video, so I really hope that you enjoyed this one. You can obviously go ahead and download this apartment off the gallery. Like I just showed you, my username on the gallery is Simmary Sims. If you're not subscribed to my channel already, feel free to do so, and if you'd like to get notified every time I upload, just click that bell icon. I also live stream over on Twitch a few times a week, so if you're interested in that, go ahead and give me a follow over on twitch.tv/SimmerySims. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!